What's going on, YouTube fam? It's your boy Tony 2 times, and we back with another episode of Hood Tales, man. Before I start, be sure to tap that like button. Definitely watch this video to the end to hear the full story and all the details in the case. For the day one fam, y'all already know it's all love. Thanks for tuning back into another episode. If you're new to the channel and you feeling the content, feel free to subscribe. Definitely hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time we drop a new video. Oh yeah, be sure to share the channel with your peoples. Everybody is welcome. Let's get right into the story. When you are a young man or woman out here trying to survive in this world, most understand you need money. Some choose to put their freedom on the line by doing illegal things for a quick dollar, while others choose to go the legit way and get a job. In your teens and early 20s, you had to start somewhere, and for many, their first employer was a fast food restaurant. And if you are like me that worked at multiple, you understand the frustration dealing with the public, people's attitudes, co-workers, their mood swings, and all that for low wages. Despite that, it's nothing like providing for yourself, not depending on nobody for nothing, and making an honest living. The motivation and grind is even more real when you have a child or others that also depend on you, because now you really have no choice but to go outside and make something shake. Some people love their jobs, even if it is a fast food restaurant. Some will stay down until they come up, start as a regular worker, work hard, and eventually move up to management to make a decent salary. But most use those type of jobs as stepping stones. Whether you are in school, working towards something better, just to have a check coming in while you figure out life, any legit hustle is honorable. But we all know the frustration that comes with any job. And when you are dealing with others, you really never know what to expect. A coworker you work with and get along with daily could one day catch you in a bad mood, or y'all both could be in a bad mood, making a simple situation take a turn for the worse. And on this episode of Hood Tales, we'll be taking it to Charlotte, North Carolina to discuss a case of a work dispute between co-workers that left a young mother gone. Jaslyn Horn was a 26-year-old young woman trying to navigate life in the Queen City. She had a few bumps along the road like most of us, but was shaking back and trying to make something of herself. Jaslyn had good motivation to do just that. A 5-year-old son who she loved, adored, and wanted to give the world to. By March of this year, the young mother was about 5 months in at her new job, a cookout restaurant on Sunset Road in Charlotte. For Jaslyn, it was a start and a way to make sure her son was well taken care of. She worked long hours, a lot of overtime, and always was a team player. Described as being loving, caring, and an all-around good person, she got along with all her co-workers. Also working at the location at the time was a 20-year-old man named Malik Crosby. Just like Jaslyn, Malik was trying to find his way also. The two often worked together, the same shift, and got along just fine. On March 17th of this year, it was a regular day. Jaslyn headed to work that evening to work her shift, which would be to closing. The restaurant usually closed around about 3 a.m. Malik was also on the clock that day. Everything seemed normal at first. As customers came in and out, all the workers were laughing and joking with each other, trying to make the night go by. Once they got ready to close up, allegedly, there was some kind of mix-up about cleaning duties between Jaslyn and Malik. What started out as a simple conversation about who had to do what so everybody could go home quickly turned into an argument. As the two co-workers went back and forth, seconds later, multiple shots went off, causing the manager and staff to take cover and lock themselves in the restaurant's bathroom. While they were in there, one person called police to let it be known what had just took place. On the call, he could be heard telling the operator one of his co-workers had just shot another.
Medican County Fire, what's the address of your emergency?
It's the cookout on Sunset Road.
What's that address?
I'm not sure the address. Somebody just got shot inside the building.
Shaken up, the employee who called tried his best to keep calm, asking when will help arrive, because he didn't know whether to come out just in case the shooter was still on the scene. Eventually, after about 8 minutes, police arrived to the location to find Jaslyn suffering from multiple gunshot wounds, and unfortunately, the young mother would pass away at the scene. Co-workers told police about the dispute between her and Malik, and the manager let it be known no one on the staff was supposed to have a weapon at the restaurant at all. Police noticed that all employees that were supposed to be on the clock was dead, except for Malik, which through his work photo and address, the young man was quickly tracked down and taken into custody. A few hours later, as news spread about Jaslyn, the community was in shock. Co-workers told the news her and Malik were both good people who got along with everybody, but that night, something changed. A memorial was put in front of the restaurant for the young lady. As meetings were held to discuss the problems in the community, members all held up pictures of Jaslyn as the tragedy took everybody by surprise. But no one was more devastated than Jaslyn's father. He stated his daughter was excited to be working. She had been at Cookout for about 5 months and worked hard to support her son, and which she did a good job at. He also stated the situation was senseless, and even though he was hurt, he didn't want revenge, but for our people to stop taking each other's lives over nonsense, because now her son was asking for his mother, and the family didn't know what to tell him. Malik was charged with first-degree hit and other charges as well. The case hasn't made its way to trial yet, and right now, Malik is innocent until proven otherwise. Rest in peace to Jaslyn. I send my prayers and condolences to her family, most importantly, her son, who has to grow up without his mother, all because she went to work. The thing that got me is everyone stated how good of people both Jaslyn and Malik were and how they got along. But just this one night, it was late, everybody was ready to go home, and the alleged argument about cleaning up led to all this. It always feels weird when guns come out about petty things, especially when a man goes that far on a woman. Emotional men and women and guns seem to be the reason we are losing people at an alarming rate. To be at work knowing everybody knows your name, how you look, even your address is the kind of crash out move I will never understand. Now that 5-minute altercation cost a woman her life, a baby his mother, and a 20-year-old man possibly life in prison. I know we are all human, and I'm talking to myself as well when I do these stories, because I'm no better than the next man. But we got to take a second to think, is it really worth it? Am I really this mad to do something like this over an argument instead of walking away, or if it's that bad, just quitting the job to find another one? There's always another option. So remember, we got to succeed not to fail, so we won't be just another hood tale. Yeah, man, crazy story. Rest in peace to that young lady. I definitely send my prayers to her family. But I ain't gonna talk too much more about this one. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. I appreciate you if you made it to the end. This is another episode of Hood Tales. This your boy Tony 2 times. Love, fam. I'm out.